What is going on, everybody? Super Effective 87 here, back again with another post-Narrated Showdown battle in the UU tier. I have a lot of team ideas for UU teams, so expect a lot of UU in the near future, unless I get a request to play a different tier. Anyways, this match was pretty good. I'm playing this respectable player. I don't know who he is. He's just a random I met on the ladder, but he was really nice, and he wasn't the average douchebag that you would find on the ladder, so that's always nice to run into. His team is actually pretty solid. He's got, well, defensively speaking, he's got the Gligar and Umbreon core, which works pretty nicely on a ladder. Works pretty good on a ladder. And then he has Crobat, so he has two fighting type checks, and then he has Blastoise, which is a shaky check, but it's checked nonetheless, two fighting types. I guess you can't really call it a check because, well, it doesn't get 2 KO'd by fighting moves. It gets 3 KO'd though, pretty cleanly. So, and it also has to come in and spit and rock. So, yeah, that's a thing. And then he has Raikou and Scrafty thrown on there, probably to be sweepers. Raikou could be Calm Mind to give him another sweeper, but I'm definitely sure that Scrafty will be some Dragon Dance or Bulk Up variant. Maybe Dragon Dance, just because then he will have a boosting sweeper on his team, like a speed booster on his team, because for the majority, well, half of his team is slow. He's got Blastoise and Gligar and Umbreon, which are all pretty slow. So having a boosting Pokemon that would set up would be nice. Although, and Bulk Up Scrafty is a nice check to Chandelure, so I think it would be redundant on his team since he has Umbreon. But enough about his team. My team I based around Subpass Manchow and with a Shaman. I'll do a live with it later where I'll get more in depth with the teams with that team. But I've done enough talking about the teams now. I'm just gonna get right on to this battle. So I don't remember. Okay, I lead with Rhyperior. He leads with his Gligar. I lead with my Rhyperior since I have a good matchup versus his lead, which I thought would be Raikou or Crobat. Because since they both have Volt Switching moves and Volt Switching or U-turn respectively, and I didn't think he would lead with Gligar, which he does lead with, but that didn't really cross my mind since I have a Shaman that I could lead with, and I think it was in the lead spot. No, Manchow was. It makes sense for him to lead with Gligar because he'd be able to get up his Stealth Rocks against a lot of the members of my team, and so he didn't choose to lead with that. But enough about the lead matchups. We both get our Stealth Rocks up. He's going to hit me with an Earthquake. As I Dragon Tail him out, he's going to go to his Umbreon, and he's going to I think he wishes. No, he just goes for Protect as I try and Earthquake him, and then he's going to wish as I hit him with a very strong Earthquake. And now I think maybe he's going to try and pass that wish to something like Blastoise. So I'm going to go for Rock Blast, just on the off chance that he wants to try and pass to Gligar maybe, or Crobat, although that'd be pretty stupid. But Rock Blast will hit any of the members he wants to switch in. I'm sorry. Although Dragon Tail was probably the better play, but whatever, hindsight is 20/20. I'm gonna switch out my Rhyperior because it can't really touch this Umbreon since I don't have Mega Horn. And I'm going to go into my Crobat as he wishes up. I'm going to go for a U-turn, go to my Mienshao, and he's going to go for a foul play. And that does a huge chunk to my Mienshao. And here's going to Protect, trying to catch my head jump kick since he doesn't see leftovers, although that'd be pretty weird on Mienshao. But yeah, he doesn't see leftovers, and most Mienshao are choiced, so, or only have high jump kick as their fighting stab, or some move that'll damage them via recoil. So Protect was a pretty safe play. And I'm going to go for Baton Pass, and then I'm going to go to my Heracross. And here I go for Close Combat, completely forgetting that he has the Gligar. So that was a pretty bad play on my part, to be honest. I really should have doubled in the Shaman. There was no point for him staying in with his Umbreon on my Gligar, or on my Mienshao, since he really needs Umbreon, because that's one of the only things he has to check Shaman. He does have Crobat, but I can hit that with a nice Psychic on the switch in if I predict correctly. Here I'm going to bring Heracross out and go to my Shaman. He makes a good play and goes for a U-turn. It was pretty obvious I was going to switch out, but a good play nonetheless. And here he's going to bring in his Crobat, and after he U-turns with Gligar, Crobat's going to scare me out because I really need Shaman, or else my whole team is walled by his Gligar. And so I'm going to go to my Rhyperior, since it is a very good check to Crobats, unless they carry Giga Drain and then Nasty Plot because they're bosses. No, that'd be pretty cool. I might run that. Maybe. Probably not. Anyways, back to the battle. His Crobat's going to U-turn out of there since he has nothing better to do, and he's going to go into his Blastoise. I'm going to go for Dragon Tail, half predicting a switch out, but Dragon Tail was just the best play for me to go for, since Crobat can do nothing to me, and I don't think he'll go for a Brave Bird, just stupidly sacking his Crobat. But so I go for Dragon Tail, and I catch his Blastoise, which is nice because I'm going to get some Stealth Rock damage on that thing, and Dragon Tail damage, and he'll take Stealth Rock damage when he brings it back in. So now he's at 61% after I Dragon Tail his Gligar out after taking an Earthquake. I think I made a bad play there. I shouldn't have let Rhyperior get that low because I needed to combat Crobat and Raikou. So now I'm going to have to find a way around Crobat. Probably have to wear it down with Stealth Rock damage and then kill it with a Stone Edge prediction or a Psychic prediction like I do right here. I'm actually going to predict that Crobat to come in. I'm going to hit it with a Psychic, and it's going to go down to a Modest Life Orb Shaman Psychic. That would have been a pretty big problem to my team, although I did have Sucker Punch from Honchkrow, and Honchkrow seems to be looking like a pretty good option right here to break down his team. My game plan is to Brave Bird, or get his Gligar down to like 75-ish%, I think, and then it'll be 2 KO'd by Brave Bird. And then I just destroy everything at that point with Sucker Punch. And if I don't, then his Gligar is completely weakened, and I can sweep the Terracross. So that's what I'm gonna try and do for the remainder of this battle. Here I'm gonna go my Heracross just to bait out his Gligar, since he doesn't want his Raikou to be KO'd because that is his win condition. And I do that, get that prediction right. He's gonna go into his Gligar. And this is why you run Synthesis over Rest on Shaman, because I'm going to be able to Synthesis right here unless I completely get my narration wrong. But no, I do go for the Synthesis, get a lot of my HP back, which is good since I'll be able to check Raikou better. Here I'm going to stay in and Seed Flare his Umbreon. I think I wanted him to go for a Wish as I switched out so I could get a quote-unquote free switch into something. And I'm going to be able to leave this battle with Synthesis, as he does go for a Wish right there. He wishes pretty early, but he would have had to protect as I switched out, so it's whatever. Here I'm going to Earth Power just because I don't want to waste Seed Flare power points, and I was really sure he was going to protect after he wished. And I can also hit I can also hit his Raikou coming in trying to sponge a Seed Flare, since it does have pretty respectable special defense, and then with Wish it would be able to get a lot of its health back. And I didn't. The main thing was I didn't want to waste power points on like his Scrafty switching. And he's going to bring in his Scrafty right here. If I had Air Slash, I would have gone for it right here, but sadly I don't. So I'm going to bring in my Crobat, and he's going to go for a Crunch. That's a good play on his part. And but now he's going to sack his Scrafty. And now that isn't really that bad of a play, since, well, I would have maybe gone into Raikou, just because going into Raikou, I would have he would have still had his Scrafty, and Raikou would have been able to live the hit. But now then it would have been in KO range for Honchkrow Sucker Punch. So he's just gonna sack his Scrafty. There I'm gonna go to my Heracross because it has a good matchup against everything on his team. And I didn't think he would. Well, it has a good matchup against the things that I thought he would bring in to counter my Shaman, since my Shaman was very healthy, so I could have brought it in, not fearing a Hidden Power Ice from this Raikou, and be able to potentially knock it out with Earth Power had he not switched out. So I really thought he was going to bring in his Umbreon, but he doesn't. He brings in Gligar, so that's bad for me. I got to switch right out. I'm going to go to my Shaman, and he's going to U-turn out and bring in his Raikou. I'm going to stay in Earth Power, not wanting this Raikou to get a free sub up, and then I'm going to switch out from my Shaman since it is really important. I'm going to go into my Heracross since Heracross has a pretty respectable bulk, and it is Scarf, so I'll be able to outspeed him next turn. But I'm going to predict this switch out and go to Gligar for him to go into the Gligar. And I'm going to go into my Shaman. I do get that prediction right, which is nice. And now this gives me an opportunity to Seed Flare and do a lot of damage to something. The Umbreon's going to take like 36%. But I can also go for Synthesis, which I do go for. This gives me another sponge to Raikou if I need it. And now here I'm going to go into my Honchkrow, predicting him to go for Foul Play maybe. But he's going to go in his Blastoise. I cannot one-hit KO him with Brave Bird. So I'm going to switch out and go into my Shaman to be able to take that Scald. And Shaman's just a great team player in this match. I love Shaman in OU and UU. I tried to make an OU team with Shaman, but I couldn't do it. Just because it's not really a sweeper in OU. It's more of a support mom, and it's kind of tough making teams around support moms. But anyways, catching up with my narration, I finally catch that, what happened? Alright, well, I got Shaman in I got Honchkrow in, and he switches into his Gligar. It is low enough for me to go for a Brave Bird, and to 2 KO him at that range. So, knowing that he's gonna want to save that thing, because if he doesn't, then I just win with Heracross, since Blastoise is healthy to take one, but I do have Manchow to wear it down and Shaman to wear it down, and he won't have a switch in for close combat. But so I'm gonna go for Pursuit, predicting that switch out, and he is now in KO range for a close combat at 6%. And now that I have this +1 attack from Blastoise, I am going to be able to knock him out easily. I was pretty afraid that Blastoise would live. Min damage is 38.2, I think, 0.02. So I have really bad luck. Oh no, you can't see that, but it's 38.12. I put it in the chat. I thought you could see it, but no. Yeah, 38.12 is min damage. He was at 38%. I was really afraid I was gonna get 38, like on the dot, or because he could have been like 38 point whatever, and I couldn't have gotten like 38 on the nose, and that would have KO'd him. So I was pretty scared, because that would mean I would have lost the battle. Well, now I would have lost the battle because I have nothing to outspeed Raikou, and I think my Shaman is pretty low, especially after rocks. And so yeah, and that's pretty much going to be the game, unless he's able to get a ridiculous amount of protecting times, or protects on Umbreon to stall out my close combats. I believe I have 3 left at this point. He was going to protect to try and do that, but then he realizes, hey, I'm not going to be a dick. He won fair and square. He made that nice play versus Gligar. He actually complimented me on that in the chat. So if he's watching this, you're cool, dude. Keep doing what you do. So yeah, he's just gonna sack his Umbreon, and then Raikou's gonna come in, and I think he runs forfeits, or he just sacks his Raikou to the close combat, but that doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's gonna be the game. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while, and I felt like this narration was kind of iffy. I don't know. The longer the narration, the stupider I sound over time. But if you liked it, leave a like, because I like seeing the like bar increase. What? Anyways, okay. Leave a comment if you want to leave a comment. You want to say something about the battle. You want to challenge me or something, I guess, if you want to do that. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this for people who have been subscribed to me for a long time, and people who are new subscribed or watching this right now. I will have a PS Live up soon. I just started school again, actually today, being September the 3rd. I don't know when I'll have this uploaded, since my computer likes to be slow with that. But without further ado, I'm just gonna let you guys go on your day. So I hope you enjoyed this narration, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.